The rain had left the city shimmering, the streets still slick and glowing under the muted orange of the lamps. Inside the little tea house, the windows fogged with condensation, the hum of conversation softened by the steam that curled gently above porcelain cups. It wasn't just warmth that filled the air, it was possibility. Claire sat at the corner table, hands wrapped around a delicate teacup, her thoughts wandering aimlessly. She came here often after long days, drawn to the hush of the place, to the way the world outside seemed to fade when the steam fogged the glass. Tonight, though, the quiet was different. Tonight, someone else lingered near the counter, and every part of her awareness was drawn to him. He was tall, broad-shouldered, with sleeves rolled just above his wrists as though he had walked straight from the chaos of work into this sanctuary. His dark hair was damp, his jaw shadowed, but it was the way he moved, calm, deliberate, that caught her. When his eyes found hers, it wasn't fleeting. It was a pause. A stillness. She looked down, pretending to fuss with her tea, but the heat blooming in her cheeks betrayed her. Moments later, his shadow fell across her table. "Is this seat free?" His voice was rich, low, carrying an edge of charm that sent her heart racing. She nodded, trying to keep her composure. He sat, his presence filling the small space instantly, and for a while they were quiet. The steam from their cups rose between them like a veil, blurring and softening, as though the world wanted to shield their first exchange from prying eyes. "You come here often?" he asked finally, his gaze steady, curious. Claire let out a soft laugh. "That sounds like a line." "Maybe," he admitted, leaning closer, his lips curving. "But it's also a genuine question." She sipped her tea, letting the steam warm her face. "I like it here. It feels slower, softer, safe." His eyes didn't waver. "Safe is good. But sometimes, safe can keep us from what we really want." The words slipped between them like heat, curling through her chest, and she felt it, a shift, subtle but undeniable. The steam blurred the table, but not enough to hide the way his hand edged closer, resting near hers. Not touching, not yet, but close enough that the space between their fingers seemed to spark with something unspoken. Her breath caught. She wanted to pull back, to keep the boundary intact, but her pulse betrayed her. And when the back of his hand brushed hers, just the faintest graze, it felt deliberate, electric. They didn't rush. Instead, they lingered in that half-touch, a silent acknowledgement of the current weaving itself between them. Outside, the rain tapped softly against the glass, but inside, the steam was rising, warm and heavy, binding them in an invisible cocoon. Claire tilted her head, her lips parting as though to speak, but no words came. Only the soft, charged silence of two souls teetering at the edge of something new, something daring. And when his eyes dipped to her mouth before finding hers again, she knew, the night was only beginning.